Good day everyone, especially to our English lecturer, Mr. Zaki. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Satish from DTM 5A, and today I am going to talk about students' behaviors towards learning English and lecture. Together with me are my teammates, which are Amirul Hakimi, Muhammad Amin Ikram, and Muhammad Ismadi. So this is our grand chart, and so far this is our progression throughout the mini project. Let us go ahead without wasting any time. The line graph illustrates the grades obtained by undergraduates in preparatory English 1 grade category according to the three MUET bands. According to the line graph, the y-axis represents or displays the percentage of students, while the x-axis shows the grades obtained by each students. As for the line graph which has square in between represents MUET 1, while line graph which has triangle in between represents MUET band 2, and lastly line graph which has circle in between represents band 3. As for the MUET band 1, 7.7 of undergraduates who had obtained good grades in this particular test. The graph then increased drastically to 67% for students obtaining an average passing mark in their MUET band 1. However, the graph decreased dramatically, showing a decrease in students obtaining a weak result in this result. And finally, the graph experienced a considerable decrease for students obtaining failure in this test. Instead, the percentage of undergraduates who managed to excel in MUET band 2 is 38.5%. From there, the graph then increased considerably, about half of the total percentages, showing that more students passed averagely. Then the graph decreased sharply as only 3.1% of undergraduates had a weak pass in their examination. Then the graph increased slightly, which shows students who obtained failure in this examination. Lastly, the line graph, which shows MUET band 3, decreased hugely from nearly to 3/4 to a quarter of the total percentage. Then the graph again decreased significantly to 0.3% and increased slightly in about 1.5%. This shows that many students passed with flying colours in this MUET band 3 exam. In short, the first and the second line graph experience an upward and a downward trend. And as for the third graph, it only experienced a downward trend. Learning English is one of the most fundamental things because English is an international language and it is known throughout the world. But from the graph, you can clearly see that the most of the students aims for an average pass when it comes to English exam. So that may be one of the reasons why undergraduate skills lacks in communicating English. So for that, we are conducting a survey based on the behavior of students in learning English, because behavior of students determines whether is he or her really interested in studying English. So the survey has been particularly conducted at Polytechnic Sultan Abdul Halim Muazzam Shah, which is also known to be as Polymas. The students who answered the question are mostly from the age of 18 to 22, and the students who belongs to the age of 20 had answered the most in this survey. Basically, 28 male gender and 24 male gender had contributed to this survey. Polytechnic Sultan Abdul Halim Muazzam Shah consists of 4 departments, which are Jabatan Mathematics, Sains dan Komputer, Jabatan Kejuruteraan Awam, Jabatan Kejuruteraan Mekanikal, dan Jabatan Perdagangan. The highest department who participated was 15 from Jabatan Kejuruteraan Awam, and the lowest is 1 from Jabatan Mathematics, Science and Computer. So 10 students from Diploma Accountancy had been recorded as the highest program, and 4 students from Diploma in Electrical and Electronic have recorded as the lowest program to answer this survey. Most of the students are from semester 5, which consists of 22 students, while the least is from Sem 1, whereby only one person had answered the survey. That is all from me. Now I would like to hand over to Amirah Hakimi on explaining the results we obtained.